It's your boy Trev G, back at it again on the RX, baby. As usual, I'm here with my people's Posh. We got MJ in the spot. Oh shit, and we got a little homeboy, little drunkie over here.
Hey, listen.
MB said, I got a story to tell my niggas.
Over there.
I ain't got no story to tell because I don't remember it.
Behind us,
what I don't remember.
That are not on mics. Shout out to Reg. Reg is in the spot. We got Lemmy Curry. And what's the other guy's name?
Lex Steve.
Lex, there we go. Lex with 2 X's.
Ian's in Africa.
I love
somewhere.
I love you, Lex. I'm just fucking with you, dog. It just sounds good on episodes. So, shooting the shit. How was everybody since we met last? Great episode. We had a really
good episode.
Positive feedback was really nice. People were glad we weren't always shooting the shit with crazy shit. We had some substance.
I'm a part-time therapist now.
Oh, me too. I've been saving lives.
Drug rehab.
You were a part-time therapist with the alcohol?
Maybe.
You were just listening to all their problems, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And then they came right back out you. You lost he lost his degree or his license in like
Drinking
2 hours.
all his sorrows
all
away.
that shit just came back and hit me. I was like, damn, this is what they going through?
Right in front of gringos.
It happens.
All right, so let me tell you what happened. So
Backstory.
Please tell me what happened, because I don't know.
Do you want to know?
Not really.
So I meet MB and Reggie downtown at Arrow. I get up to Arrow, and MB is dancing with a dyke.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
He's known for, that's like his MO.
That's like your shit on the low.
A little curious, bro.
But
you like them girls that are like somewhat dudeish? Was that like your
news to me?
Like it's a coin flip.
Yo, tell me what's your Pornhub request be like, dog?
Same as Ian's.
Yo, y'all can't be fucking with my nigga like that. He ain't here to defend himself.
Hey, I get 1 show a year. This is it.
This is 2 in the last 3 weeks, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
he coming on up in the world.
It's changing.
Man. So this dude is dancing with this schnigger. And
allegedly.
Nigga, there's photos.
Ooh.
Why have I not seen these?
Why you ain't sending to us, dog? We want to laugh.
So I go to say what up to MB. And first thing he does is hand me his drink. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. It's straight Henny, by the way.
Oh my God.
Real niggas do real nigga shit.
Straight Henny. He's like, I can't take this anymore. Take it. I'm like, bro, you are gone. I'm not taking that. So he's like, all right, downs the rest of it. I'm like, this nigga.
Why didn't you take it from him, bro?
So this is your fault.
There was like this much
your fault.
left.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where this nigga's been all day.
After watching him dance with a dyke.
Not drinking after you, nigga.
I'm on my 4th dyke today.
Yo,
so if anybody's ever been out with MB, they know off rip, this dude does not dance whatsoever. This nigga was slinging his dick from this side of Arrow to the other side of Arrow for literally about an hour and a half. Swear to God. Bouncing from chick to chick. I hope you aren't dating anybody. I'm sorry.
This is all news to me.
Chick.
He ain't dating nobody no more. You dance with dyke niggas?
Then I go over to by the bar because the Cowboys game is finishing up, so I wanted to see the end of that. And I look back in the middle of the dance floor to see if MB is still there. Nowhere to be found. So Reggie's on the other side of the club. I text him. I'm like, "Yo, where's MB at?" He's like, "Bro, look at this." Sends me a pic. This nigga is slump in the cabana, looking like he's contemplating on where his life has been and where it's going.
Shit happens,
bro. You looked lost. Like Ian status.
I'm blaming Reggie.
And I'm gonna send Lex videos so he can put this on.
The hell you're not
on YouTube.
Yo,
first of all, I haven't even seen these videos
yet. That nigga's
I have to pre-approve these videos beforehand.
So all of a sudden, Reggie goes to the DJ booth, I guess to show Lemmy the photos, right?
Damn, you just showing everybody.
Nah. Oh, we were on our way out.
He was dapping people up saying bye.
We were definitely on our way out. So literally 2 minutes later after Reggie goes to the DJ booth, we see 3 big ass niggas, lime green shirts on, surrounded MB, trying to get him up. This nigga is not moving. So they literally yank his ass up out of the cabana.
Did you get that on video?
Nah, I didn't.
Oh.
Damn.
I was embarrassed, bro. I'm like,
hey, Lemmy,
fuck.
can we get that footage, bro?
I'm like, fuck, bro.
Dog,
we gotta.
If you got footage of this, Lemmy, I'm gonna fight you.
And another thing about MB though is like he drinks a lot, But I've never seen this man get shit faced.
Well, you know why? It's because he drinks Jameson, nigga. Who gets drunk off Jameson?
True.
I've never been drunk off Jameson.
The only thing I really drink is
Jameson.
whiskey and vodka. The devil told me on Sunday to drink tequila.
And you listened.
I did. I should have went to church instead.
Here's my beef about MB and Sunday, right? So MB is known for wearing turtlenecks and long sleeve shirts when it's hot as fuck outside, right?
Like that though.
Hold on. All I can envision that happened was Reggie pulled up fresh to death like always.
Yep.
Yo, nigga, come on, we going outside. This nigga's like outside on the porch smoking a cigarette, just got out of bed. He's like, all right, bro, give me 2 minutes. Brush his teeth, run in the car, and roll out. Let's talk about your clothing, your choice of clothing.
What'd you have on, bro?
T-shirt and a pair of shorts.
But
Like, nigga, out of the most craziest shit ever, he's in a turtleneck, 98 degrees outside, and some slacks, and this nigga want to go to Sunday Fun Day. No, he going with Reggie, Mr. Cooler Than Cool.
All right, first of all, I didn't know Reggie was there until I got there.
Okay.
I didn't.
So anyways, how did you go about that? How did you allow yourself to get out the house like that? That was my beef. That's why I was disappointed. Like, you are ex, nigga. You gotta present yourself.
Originally, I went and had lunch with somebody.
Oh.
And then from there, it turned into a friend saying, hey, we're over at some place called Cinco in Warner Park. Never heard of it until then. So I was like, whatever, I'll meet you guys there. So we get there, and that's when I see Reggie's there.
Reggie.
I never knew Reggie was there until I actually got there. And for some godforsaken reason, I sit down and was like, well, let me get a Patron and pineapple.
That's my shit.
I don't drink tequila. Like,
Well, no, see, the thing is you got to drink it more often. You don't drink it much.
no,
So
the reason I don't drink tequila is for the same reason that happened on Sunday.
Well, it sounds like you mixed it with Hennessy.
Apparently.
there's nothing wrong with that, though. I do that shit all the time.
And
There's
I
everything
can't do
wrong
that
with
shit,
it.
bro.
I'm not a good example.
And so, like I said, I don't drink tequila because I know how it's going to end up for me. So we're at, we leave Cinco's in Winter Park and we go to Shots downtown. And
That's the beginning of the end.
When I saw Shots, I knew y'all were done. I was like, I want to
Yeah.
go. No, I don't. Just kidding.
Yeah.
so it literally turned into,
That's like you go there to die.
I ordered around the Shots, no big deal. And I couldn't even walk away. And two of the other guys that we were with was like, oh, I got Shots coming. I was like, okay. Shot of tequila. Other guy, oh, I got round of shots. Shot of tequila. So now this is 3 shots of tequila back to back to back. So I'm like,
Lightweight.
All
Great.
horrible.
And you wanted to drink with Jay Johnson, nigga?
and literally, so we go upstairs, we're hanging out. At this point, I'm drinking a beer, which is usually when I go.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
why did you add that to the mix,
Bro.
nigga?
I always drink Fat Tire. And
Don't matter what you drinking, nigga. Beer with liquor is not.
No.
I do it all the time.
Again,
And-
with Jameson.
And so literally,
You start and you finish with the same thing.
we go back downstairs and, let's get shots of tequila. I was like, this is going to end bad. Another shot comes through and it's Grand Marnier. So I was like, whatever, I can fuck with Grand Marnier.
That must have been Reggie.
Yo,
then-
look at
that, but his drink is clutch though. But
The French
continue.
Connection.
Yes.
We did that. Don't remember after that.
Yo, so that
And that's
throw
where I
up
come in.
That throw up at Gringo's, was it like fire hydrant throw up?
Okay, so we're waiting on his Uber to get there, right? We're literally sitting outside of Gringo's. This nigga gets no. Let me back up. So Reggie and I are in line at Gringo's, waiting on our food. He's sitting outside in those tables in front of Gringo's. All of a sudden, we see this nigga get up and dart that way. So we're like,
Like he ran.
he was speed walking. So we're like, all right, maybe he's going to go throw up. I go out to check on him. This nigga is in front of a parking meter taking a piss on the side of the road. All out in the open. Just pissing. And I swear this nigga was pissing for 5 minutes. Or you were just leaning real hard on that
you're so glad a cop
on that
didn't come by, bro.
Exactly.
I have no
So
idea.
that's why I was standing in front of him looking.
Taking pictures.
Standing
Yeah,
in front of him.
Ew.
Whoa, you standing in front of him.
Pause.
What's that mean?
Time out. This
You hold
nigga's
his dick
back
for
Y'all
him?
seen
was
that
to me.
picture? Y'all seen that picture?
This nigga's
What
back
picture? I didn't see
You
that
didn't
picture.
see the selfie of me, and then
Yeah.
MB's back was turned, like taking a piss on the parking
Oh,
meter.
I thought you meant like
that'll
in
also be on
front,
YouTube.
Like, I was like, whoa, pause. Like, what's happening?
That's a real friend.
So
Look at your dick while you peeing.
That's not a friend.
I get why you put a dildo in his mouth now.
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't do shit.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, we get back, we're eating, and then all of a sudden, this nigga starts to spit. Obviously, if anybody's been drunk or about to throw up, they know once you start spitting, you're gonna throw up. So this nigga leans to the side. Uber's on the way, by the way, and all of a sudden, all you just see is this, all on the side of his arm, side of his leg, on his J's, and onto the sidewalk,
bro.
And this nigga is like spewing it out. Like it had to be, if I could measure it in cups,
Oh,
All right, so now
probably about 4.
Now you know what? Now we need to know for real. The Arrow event. Who threw up more, Ian or MB?
MB definitely threw up more.
Damn.
Maybe like 3 times as much.
So he holding the trophy right now.
Hey, it is what it is.
all in front of gringos, white people just walking all in it
Fuck them white
in
people.
sandals and shit like that. I'm not
joking.
saying a thing. I'm just watching it. I'm like,
Oh my god.
Were you drinking tequila? Smells like tequila.
That's disgusting.
oh man. So yeah,
I just know the next day I deserve the gold star for everything I did.
I asked this nigga if he worked tomorrow.
Because you live life, nigga. You get a gold star. We way out of elementary, nigga. Ain't no gold stars
Dude,
giving
let
out.
me tell you, I woke up at 5:30 in the morning.
Because of somebody set your alarm for you first.
It was
off.
my house alarm.
Oh, okay.
No idea how that bitch got set. Because that shit was not set.
Who knows your alarm code?
House alarm, he said.
Like my alarm clock.
Oh, okay.
So
People still have those, I guess.
Right?
then, trust me, I need about 8 of them to wake up.
Okay.
So the alarm goes off. So I literally get up, call an Uber, go get my car because I left my car downtown.
Which was safe.
Yeah. So go get my car.
Moral of the story, don't drink and drive, kids.
no, take an Uber.
I get
I
to
don't
the
know
gate.
about all that, but
so
Take
I'm
a
like,
TransStar.
I'm like, fuck, they about to charge me a
Don't know about
grip
that
to get my
anymore.
car out.
They impounded your
Star
shit?
taxi, bitch.
It was there.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, this bitch been there about a good 12 hours. I'm like, they about to rape my ass on this goddamn fee to get out. I'm over in the Chase garage. The man just looks at me. He goes, just have a good day. Doesn't even charge me.
He already knew.
It was bad.
Were you dressed for work or were you dressed?
Hell no, I had on like basketball shorts and a
Oh, you
t-shirt.
look like you did when you went out Sunday. All right, basically.
Basically. And so he's like, have a good day. I'm like, appreciate it, my man. I literally went home, went to the gym, got to work an hour early and was working at 8 o'clock instead of 9. I then took a lunch break. I ran errands during my lunch break. I was actually being a productive citizen.
Well, that's why you want to go, sir. You were
was like-
adulting
I was
effectively.
adulting effectively.
While
I was like,
hungover.
this is some bullshit.
Let me tell you, I can't with
Got to work early, an hour early. I was like,
Nigga
boss
been,
was like,
nigga been late the rest of the week.
boss was
there
like,
on
why are
time.
you here so early? I was like, I don't even know. That's all I could say to him.
That's what's up. Posh, anything? We might have to speed through our stories because this nigga shit was 15 minutes.
all I did was I was chilling this weekend. I took a mental break.
After our
I was
mental. episode?
chilling. Yeah, self-care, all that shit. I've been giving people advice all week.
Oh,
What?
you feeling yourself, huh?
Yeah, like what? I told like a good 3 people just on Wednesday alone. I was like, yo, do you know that when niggas be tripping, it just means that they need testosterone? Like, who
my
knew?
God.
Wow. She
Yeah.
was
Don't
observing
need a
her
nigga
kids.
chips.
Like, nah, they wouldn't even be tripping. But yeah, I went to the lake on Sunday. I was chilling with my friends.
Nice. Which lake?
Lake Butler?
Oh, so
Oh,
you were
Butler
chilling with your
Shane.
white friends then?
That's where I grew up.
No, actually.
Oh, really? There's some colors out there.
Yes, they
It's
are.
2018. I'd hope so.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and it was cool. It was nothing crazy. Just chill.
Yeah, same for me. One of my best friends, his wife and their son came over, and we hung out from Friday to Sunday. Went to like a little. So I live in Groveland, so on the side of Claremont. Yeah, as far as shit. But there was this little blueberry you pick 'em field out there, and they had like a horror thing. So they had like a kid maze, horror maze. Like it was actually pretty dope. They actually had liquor out there, which made shit cool as fuck. But
Me
they
being
had
black, I'm not
but they-
picking anything.
There was no picking this time. But they had this haunted forest, so it was like $15 a person.
Oh, that's
right?
dope.
Out of here.
Yo, and so what was really cool about this is like they're like, all right, what time do you want to go in it? And so these set times. They're like, all right, well, there's a shuttle that will take you to it.
What?
I was like, what? This is crazy. So they hop on this little like barrel, like it's just like some, like a golf cart, not a golf cart, but like a tractor cart, whatever,
Yeah.
4 seats, and then they have the trunk in the back that has some hay barrels and whatnot, and you sit on top of it. But what's really cool is like they're driving into like it's dark as fuck, and they have this little setup like the car wash, like the little black sheets and shit. You drive through it, so it kind of takes you away from everything. And so once you get in there, they drive you to this little entrance where they had the fire or like little fire tiki torches on the outside. Bro, you had to walk and crawl through the woods.
Nope.
Nah, bro.
And they had guys all set up throughout, bro. Let me tell you the best part. So
The best part would have been
I'm
me
walking
feeding.
through this bitch, and if anybody knows, like I just critique this shit. Like I like it, and you know it's cool if you get me, but like most time I'm critiquing it because I like horror shit. So I'm like, all right, not bad. Like this shit was dope for like
I'm
where
gonna
this
need for
is
you to
where this is at.
pronunciate because horror, it all sounds the same. You know what I'm saying?
They're all dark. Anyways, so we get to this point, right? And this body is hanging in the trees, like hanging a good 6 feet in the air. And I'm walking, and I notice a dude that's hanging in the cut over here, getting ready to run up. And there's a tour guide that has to walk you through this because people will probably be saying shit all day if not. But so she's walking through, and I'm telling her, yo, if that bitch was real, that guy, talking about the guy, she's like, or I was like, that shit would have been hella dope. Like, that would have sealed the deal for me. She's like, he is. So I turn around, bro. The mother effer starts shaking and scaring everybody around us, dog. I'll tell you, the shit was so classic, bro. They did a good job, man. I mean, I had some pointers for them, but I think they did, I think it was Lake Catherine Estates or some shit like that. Somebody wants to go check it out. It's free. You can go there for free. Kids can do shit for free. Then the maze and that shit is $15 and like $5 from the other shit. So, but it was really cool, man. It was a cool experience. It was cool that shit was so close to my house. So I had fun there, and then like I said, just kicked it the rest of the weekend. My nose won, so that was cool.
They did.
Yo, that fight between Chris Paul and Rondo.
He should have spent on people.
2 piece and a biscuit.
Like, that's a great way to open up the season. Fuck it, I'm with it. Like,
That was pretty decent.
like, nigga,
And then the hood
you
nigga
get
come in at the
spit
end.
on.
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram's a real one for that.
Yo, he came out of left field. I wasn't expecting that because there was already so much going on.
Yeah.
Yo, did you hear that the wives almost got into it?
Oh, really?
That they pushed each other and the security broke it up. I don't know how true this is, but I think that shit would be.
I just think it's funny to see Chris Paul try to swing on him.
Yeah.
Nah, he really did get him though.
Yeah, he did. Well, see, at first Rondo had caught him with the left, but then when you slow it down and see nigga hit him with the fucking uppercut.
Did you see Rondo spit on him though?
Yes.
I saw the slowdown, yeah, but
He's like, I didn't do it
it
intentionally.
wasn't like
Wow.
a loogie, was it? It was more like
It
trying
was
to
enough
talk
for him to
and-
wipe his face.
Yeah.
That's
But
just,
hey, that's the most disgusting shit ever. You spit on me,
that's
You
somebody
died.
gotta die.
That's one of the most disrespectful things you can do
Biggest.
to anybody.
Bro, I remember one time I dealt with a disgruntled driver he was just angry that I think he was waiting on his check. Like when people cancel their contract with us, they have to wait so many days because we have to make sure tolls and stuff don't come through. Like after they don't just get to leave. You know what I mean? So he gets his check, and I think he was mad about tolls or something coming out of it. So I'm through a glass protector, right? And I hand him his check, and I think we were going back and forth, but I was being hella cordial with him, wasn't wilding out. Last thing this motherfucker does is go like a loogie, my G. The shit was about this big on the window, and I was just upset from the act of it
Yeah, you
that I
don't
went and chased that
disrespect your
motherfucker
business.
down. Like, yo, you better get the fuck off this property ASAP before we have some problems, bro. Because it's like, yo, that's just some nasty ass shit for you to want to spit on somebody.
yo, nah, that's wild disrespectful.
Niggas ain't got time for that.
And
Do you think the NBA is trying to get its bad boy image back?
I don't know. I think
Not
LeBron
this
was hella
particular-
disappointed.
He said he ain't friends with
Or
Chris
is that
Paul
because
no
he's
more.
0-3?
I think he's 0-3.
Oh man,
He was like me and Chris
I
Paul
agree
aren't
with Posh.
friends.
I think it was a great way to start basketball. People might watch basketball now, and definitely when they play again,
The
they got 3
rivalry?
more
Oh,
games.
yeah.
Them games gonna be hit,
I
and then
think
if they
it's-
got to play each other in the playoffs
I think it's either November or December 13th is the next game between those two.
in
Houston.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, that's
gonna be
damn
crazy.
yeah, I think that was pretty fucking classic.
for sure. All right, man. Like everybody knows, Mega Millions is up there. Should be called Mega Billions now.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit's up there. I think we were all
about
talking
that.
about it a little bit. You know, I think everybody does this. You know, sometimes you sit down and go, man, what happens if you win? What would you do? So we kind of wanted to go around and see what everybody might do if they became a billionaire overnight.
I don't really have an answer to that though. I told you guys that's not really fair, only because I don't play the lottery.
Not even when it gets
What?
this high.
For what?
Not one card,
God, for a
$2.
chance.
I'm not saying spend $100 on a bunch of tickets. Just
All right,
I'm gonna
Posh.
take $2. I'm gonna lose, and then I'm gonna be mad that I spent the $2 on some bullshit.
Right,
that I
put
knew
it
I
this way.
wasn't going to
$2,
win.
Posh?
Oh my God.
I can't
Posh,
fuck with you, my nigga.
put it this way.
$2 you ain't mad at.
If I give you $1.6 billion right now, what you gonna do since you don't play the lottery?
Nigga,
If I gave it to you,
What would you do if MB just gave it to you?
just gave it to me.
You owe him some pussy first. First and
I'll take a
foremost.
city shot.
I think she fucked the hell out of MB for $1.6 billion, my nigga.
Yo,
She drooled.
one might say it might be the fuck of my life, but I mean, hey, listen.
Yo, Lex, dog, we need you to come through, dog. Our Rex is doing a private event, and we need some footage. Let me, you can come through for sound.
Y'all niggas could fucking
Soundtrack.
go live for that motherfucker if it means
Shit.
1.6 billion. You crazy?
Terrio versus
Live stream that
1.6
motherfucker.
versus Cardi B.
The best pussy of MB's life, my nigga. It was worth all 1.6, huh?
But I don't know. I just never got into it. I don't like lottery. I don't like gambling. I don't like none of that shit. Like, to me, I always felt like I respect my bread. Like, I work mad hard. I don't
got
care
you.
if it's
That's
about
what's up.
it's not about the $2. I just never even cared to, like, you know, like,
got you.
I don't
Makes
fuck
sense.
with it. I would go and be like, get me a ticket. What is it? Is it like a scratch off, or you got to give
No,
them
you
the
just
number?
go in.
Just give
You
them
can just say,
numbers.
if you go
And
to
you
gas
got to
station-
make up the number? Oh, you wow.
No, you don't
too
have
much
to. You
already.
can ask for a quick pick.
Posh,
You just
you've
say, give me a
wasted
quick
more
pick.
on tolls to go get some bad dick opposed to spending money
But
on
it's just
on
not
a-
all
my
the money-
thing. That's
But
what
she
I'm trying
still
to tell
got dick
you. Like, I
regardless.
don't, you know
Or
what I'm
she
saying?
got her pussy ate. $2, that $2 gone for her.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no return on my investment.
Unless you get 1.6
How much are you
billion.
paying tolls going to Miami?
But I never went to
I already
Miami
know
for
it's
a dick.
Round trip is like 50
Remember,
bucks.
I got flown out, so I don't.
She flies. She
Oh.
fancy.
My bad.
I don't. Anyway, I don't know. It's not my shit. You know what's funny though? I had this conversation with my boyfriend. I could tell you his answer
All
versus
right, what was his answer?
his answer. I was shocked at his answer. I was like, "Oh, you trying to get good pussy tonight, nigga?" The way you talking to me. So he says, what he'd do if he would win the lottery, he said, I'd call you, I'd tell you to get all your family, and you guys have to all fly up. I'll get my family together, wherever they may be, have them also fly in. He said he'd get the best room in the best hotel in New York City, and that would be the formal greeting to the families.
Motel 6.
And from there, he said he'd buy an island. We have to all, you know, basically get to know each other, understand, like, this is what the fuck we're doing, so y'all better get along, and bye-bye, USA. So I was like, all right, I'm with that plan. I like that. I like that plan. I like
Islands
that
are cheap.
plan. Yeah, I know.
Islands
So
are
I was
really
like,
Yeah,
fuck
when
it.
you're a
why not?
billionaire, they are.
No, they're really not that
I know
expensive.
they are. I'm just
Yeah.
serious.
So yeah, that was his plan. So I was like, fuck it, I'm with it.
I could buy a few with the black card.
What would
What
you
about
do
you?
though?
I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I deadass never thought about that. Like, I never thought about, like, oh, I'm gonna come into, like, all this money at one time, what to do. Like, I always I don't play that. So to me, it's like, I know I'm gonna have a lot of money one day, but I know it's gonna be coming because of my hard work, not just because somebody be like, here, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Shit.
Make that money work.
Nigga, I'm not lying, dog. That shit hit, dog. Ain't. First of all, nobody can hear from me because I gotta go see a lawyer and lawyer up hella fast.
Yeah.
That's number one. And I will talk on specifically on the 1.6 because we've talked about millions in the past, and like everybody that's close to me is getting broken off. But I
Pause.
think at 1.6, thanks for breaking that down for 1.6 billion, bro. Like even RX getting bread. Like if you, like I was just telling MB earlier, like if you're on my phone and I talk to you on a regular, I don't need people started hitting me up on a regular no more. But
Hey,
like,
Trev.
like, yo, it ain't nothing to send somebody. Like, even if I barely fuck with you, but I was like, yo, you cool dude. Here's $500,000. Like,
Yo.
that changed somebody. Yo, how much money you gonna have,
That
bro?
means we get
Let's
1.5
take this,
million.
right? So let's break it down. You probably gonna get.
Maybe get 100.
You probably gonna get maybe 850. 850 after all the taxes said and done, maybe a little bit less.
49%.
Right? All right, bet. I'm gonna take 400. Let's just take half of that money, put it away. Just I ain't touching that shit. Then I take a portion for me and my wife. How we gonna go and fuck shit up? Then we have to go and sit down and say, all right, who's getting taken care of? Because before I get this money, y'all getting paid too. So like when I get the money goes out to y'all as well. That's the way to take care of it. And then y'all gonna see me Snapchatting y'all in Spain because that's where motherfuckers gonna be hiding.
in Spain.
And I'm probably not talking to half these motherfuckers ever.
Yep.
Who? What? Transfer? No.
This is your mama, Trev.
I quit at 12:01, my nigga. I'm sorry. No longer
Trev,
here.
this your daddy.
Talk to you later, Dad.
Nigga, you didn't get your cut? I made sure you got a little extra for the shit I'm leaving you with.
So what would you do?
Like I was telling Trev earlier, like me personally, first of all, I'd take the lump sum, which would cut you
Have
off.
to. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, you're not gonna be paying me for
Actually, you know what though? I wonder what it would be If
Usually-
you took that shit over years, though, at 1.6 billion, because
I think it's
Your
like
kids will be getting that money.
you're right, but it's still there, you know? Whatever.
Yeah, I'd take a
I'd
lump
still take
sum.
a lump sum, too, though.
I'm taking a lump sum.
I need to walk in a strip club with a few meals. Like, yo, who dropped a meal in the strip club before, nigga? Put my name on the wall, goddamn.
Own it.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
put Posh's name on the wall. We gonna put Posh's name on the wall. This is
She
from
got the
Posh.
money.
Posh told me to come dedicate to y'all.
On a
But I would
Monday.
literally, I would take my outside of like my family. I'd break all my family off. But one of the first things I'm doing, if I win, my Facebook, all my shit will be gone tomorrow
You have to, bro.
morning.
You have to.
Because if I just magically drop off the face of the earth, this is why.
Yeah.
Literally, Facebook, everything's getting deleted. Phone numbers getting changed.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm gonna.
And that's kind of funny. I wonder if people would know, because obviously they're gonna say somebody won in Orange County or somebody won in Orlando. And then if somebody goes, yo, where's Trev?
Haven't seen him in 6 months.
Not even 6 months. This shit gonna wrap up real fast. Nigga, it's Wednesday? Yeah, y'all. Let's wrap this up, nigga. I'm trying to be paid by next Wednesday. All
Trev's
right?
been gone for a week.
I'm gonna give y'all a week, bruh.
I'm literally, like I said, I would throw money into the RX, so this show will be taken care of for a while.
Nigga, I be gone, bruh. No, I'm just fucking.
And
Posh already on the island, nigga. We fucked. We all Posh.
they FaceTiming
Yo,
in.
y'all niggas really just like, yeah, because I'm out. Like, I
would
ain't
take
even gonna hold
literally-
Hey,
it.
I bought this holographic machine, so just let me know and I'll be at every show, you know?
I would literally take my 6 closest friends, and we're going on a world tour.
Yeah, they taken care of too.
Like literally, if you're married,
But bro, all my people gonna have bread. So wherever we go, like I got the jet, don't worry. I got the yacht, don't worry. I got all
Like
that
I
shit.
said,
But when you go, you can open up your pockets and go.
if y'all
I
just
can
happen
ball
to be
too.
married, like I would pay Megs off for a year,
Hey, there we
just
go.
so she ain't got to work, just to be there with the kids. Trev going with me.
Slur?
Same thing with Marcus.
I'll be back, babe. I'll be gone till November.
Yeah, we hitting the road and we just gonna travel the world and just do everything that we wanted to do.
That's what's up.
Other
Going
than
back
that,
to
You
DR.
guys are all
That's
sweet.
that's what shit. I'm gonna show up to every nigga's house that went to DR with $100,000.
That's it?
Listen,
1.6, nigga.
to spend.
You imagine, nigga? That's it, man. I'm going back to bed.
$100,000, all I'm worth.
$100,000 to spend in DR, and then we flying out PJ.
A lot.
Y'all niggas
shut
is
up.
trying
Let
to
me
buy
shut
DR and shit. What the fuck is going
Shut
on
up.
right now?
There's a lot of. So
There's a lot of fried fish I could buy with
yes,
that.
Yes.
absolutely.
I'm buying that restaurant. Fuck it.
Actually, I'd be going buying property, bro. Shit.
Yes, those villas. Oh my god. What did they say? They were like 250.
Yeah.
Including the land in the 4-bedroom
Yeah,
house.
buy like a whole neighborhood in a Airbnb. That shit.
Hell yeah.
Buy that whole bitch.
Then-
Everything.
The whole bitch.
Not a half a bit.
We meant property, goddammit. Relax.
Fuck. Okay. Then I would invest into RX because I'm not going overseas or anything like that. I'm gonna stay right here.
What?
Nigga, they gonna kill you.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Be a real one. They right there in Bow-Key.
We gonna buy listeners.
Shit, that's what we gotta do. I mean, fuck it.
You know what?
We got the money.
$1 per listener.
We can just do this shit for fun.
Oh my God.
You imagine though, we wouldn't have to work no more, bro. Like, we'd be.
We be done.
No, I'd give you guys enough so you don't have to work.
That shit is crazy that you guys are still all like, yo, I'm still fucking with the podcast after I get paid. Like,
Boss
yo,
said, fuck
what?
y'all.
Damn,
I'm
you
out.
see where her loyalty is.
Yo, Posh said I'm on an
Damn.
island, nigga. If y'all want to do the podcast on the island, I'm
You know what I'm
Gucci.
saying? Y'all could fly in. I got you. But like,
like,
y'all
I'll
niggas
Skype
is
in.
doing the most. Y'all niggas still want to record in Orlando and shit? You wildin'.
Tuning in from Island Kalo K.
This is Posh from the RawXChange.
Posh is like,
Anywho.
yo, Posh tell her boyfriend, what island you want to buy? The Dominican Republic. Only
The
half
whole
of that
thing.
island,
Just
though.
gonna let Cardi B run it.
Oh
shit.
my God.
Yo, imagine
We
if
fucking
Cardi
up.
B was a politician. That'd be the
Yo,
worst.
did you see
That'd be
her?
horrible.
She did a clip like that, like saying like if she was to run for president, she's like, oh, vote for Cardi and suck a dick.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Real shit.
I love her. Anyway, shout out to Novelty, shout out to Lemmy, shout out to Lex, shout out to all of our social media following, shout out to the Raw Nation.
You heard?
What, in the next few weeks, we're going to be updating the website with the fall merchandise. We're going to
Yes,
have some
coming
RawXChange
soon.
hoodies coming along the way.
Word.
The hoodies is getting chilly.
It's going to be like this for like the next
This weekend's
couple
going
of
to be
days.
very nice, man. High of 80, 75. Clutch.
Yo,
So
that shit is
don't go
crazy.
buy them hoodies yet. We got some hoodies coming. We'll probably have them out in like pre-order in 2 weeks, I think. We'll let you know shortly. We'll have more info on the live show, but we will give you a heads up. The RX Supreme logo will be a limited offer, so make sure y'all cop those if you want them.
And also the live show coming up next week. So we're gonna do something as an added bonus. So we have a guest list. He has a guest list. I have a guest list. He has a guest list. He has a guest list. We all have a guest list. And if you're interested in wanting to be on that guest list, send us a DM and we got you. So that would be for next Tuesday. It would be on, October 30th. Our live show, doors open at 7 here at Novelty. They're going to be having drink specials. It's going to be a special event. RawXChange turns 1.
That's it.
Come costume ready.
So we can give this money away.
Word.
Or we'll keep it too. I mean, whatever you want.
Yo, you stay trying to take back the fucking gift.
They just doing us a favor if they don't show up.
Oh my God. Anywho.
Fantasy football real quick. How'd everybody do? I got me old dub.
I lost to one person I did not want to lose
Ooh,
to.
yeah. I was on the phone with that motherfucker when you got your ass waxed.
Here's the thing about I didn't even realize I lost until I was at work today.
Yeah, we were getting that hangover off, bruh. Posh,
I
how'd
was
your
like, let me
team
look
do?
at my team real quick.
I don't know how my team did this week, actually. I was too
said I
busy
wasn't into
just...
shit.
Yeah, I was
And it
just...
sounds like MJ got an L because he ain't saying shit.
Nah, I actually won.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
142.
your phone just told you. I see the shit falling down.
142 to 102.
Nice.
But here's the cool thing about my team. I'm actually the lowest scoring team in the league.
Yeah, that might bite you in the ass.
Yeah, big
Playoff times, that usually bite you in the ass, just so you know.
Yeah, if there's any ties. or
Ain't
anything
shit
like
to
that.
brag about, my G.
Hey, I'm 6-1. I can brag all day.
All right, so just like last
Oh, shit.
episode, we're going to talk about something a little bit more serious. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I don't want to be on my Kodak Black shit and say I support breast cancer, so I got to make sure I got that correct since we were fucking with that earlier.
We support the healthy titties.
Yeah, but we do have a special guest today, and with that being told, today we are taking a slightly different approach. As many of you guys are aware, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Currently, there are an average of about 200,000 U.S. cases a year, and primarily affects women ages 41 and up. Though cases do not appear at younger ages and in men, they are rare. Or I'm sorry, though cases do appear, they are rare for younger than 41 and males. The American Cancer Society is looking at 266,000 women and about 2,500 men finding out that they have breast cancer. So with that, today we're going to go ahead and bring on our special guest.
Her name is Mika, and we're going to try to get her on FaceTime for you guys so that she can speak about what her battle with breast cancer has been like, and she's able to share her story. She can't even see me.
You got it?
I'm just about to do
Sure
that.
as shit.
Hi.
Hi.
You are officially on air.
Oh, she's got a pretty smile,
Okay.
too.
Yeah, she's pretty. I told you guys I got you. They're always worried about me like bringing ugly girls.
Nah,
for
we
some
didn't think
reason. It's just
you were
crazy.
ugly or anything. I was just saying you got a pretty smile.
Nigga was just complimenting her and
Right?
shit.
I like to make them uncomfortable. So, are you ready? How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Are you nervous still?
A little bit.
Don't be nervous. You're good. You're good.
You'll be all right.
You can hear us good, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool.
All right.
MB, say something real quick. Just make sure.
How's it going?
You heard that good?
Yeah.
All right, great. Cool. Just want to make sure it sounds correct.
All right. So, Mika, how old are you?
32.
And we're here, obviously, to speak with you in regards to your journey with your battle with breast cancer. So we were speaking a little bit earlier, and you were telling me about your diagnosis and when did you find out? Do you want to share that with us?
Yeah, I found out June 16, 2016, that I had breast cancer, but I didn't find out exactly what stage I was until my 30th birthday, which was July 27th. And I was diagnosed with stage 3B metastatic breast cancer.
Oh, man.
Wow.
And how was that like for you? Because my sister works in oncology for ORMC. So she tells me typically when you have a biopsy done or any sort of test, and there's some sort of negative results, they normally tell you to come in or to call a family member when they're reviewing the results with you. Is that what happened?
No, actually, I had got a phone call. My doctor had called me, and he was like, "Are you sitting down?" I said yes, and he was like, "Well, your results came back, and you have breast cancer." And I was on the phone when he said it. I couldn't even talk to the doctor. I get a phone to my grandmother, and she continued talking to him, and that's when he told her exactly my steps that I needed to go by, because I just couldn't take the fact of knowing that I had breast cancer at such a young age in my family. So it was very, very hard.
So you were 30 and you already had your son, right?
Yes, I already had my son. He was 4 at the time.
He was 4. And then what was that process like for you? Like, what were the steps that, the doctor told your grandmother you were going to have to go, undergo?
Well, we had, I did chemo. I had to do chemo. And let's say it was a possibility if I had to do radiation, depending if it had spread to my lymph nodes or not. And then I had to do hormonal treatment, and I had to do a hysterectomy.
Damn.
And get my breast removed. And I started.
You said breast, so that was both of them?
Yes, I had both my breasts removed in December of 2016. And I had a full hysterectomy also.
And for people who don't know what a hysterectomy is, that's when they remove your uterus, fallopian, everything got to go.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
and that sends you in a full menopause. And that sends you into full menopause. And they wasn't supposed to do a full hysterectomy. They was only supposed to do a partial hysterectomy. But once the family history kind of like came out and the doctors really looked at my family history, they were like, we recommend that she gets a full hysterectomy, because my grandmother, she had ovarian cancer along with breast cancer. So they felt like I had a higher risk of getting ovarian cancer after breast cancer. So they just went ahead and took everything.
Yeah. My mom had ovarian cancer when she was young, actually.
Yeah, my grandma was 27 when she had ovarian cancer. She had her hysterectomy.
So how, obviously you got that information, kind of how was your life beforehand and then a little bit after that? How did that transition or play out for your life? Was there drastic changes? I mean, obviously that news is drastic, but.
Yeah, before I got diagnosed, I was in entertainment business. I danced for a little minute. Afterwards, it was very hard. I was without breasts for about a year. So that was hard trying to cope with not having boobs no more. Yeah. And, being an entertainer, I had big breasts.
That was your moneymaker.
Yeah, so that was like my moneymaker. So it was like losing my breasts, losing my hair. It did something to my self-esteem.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It definitely lowered my self-esteem. Even now, it's still hard. I still have my sad moments. Life is never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same, because I'm constantly fighting for my health. People feel like, you beat it, it's okay. No, it's not okay. I still have to go through treatments. I still have to cope with life after having breast cancer. So, yeah.
That's powerful, man.
So you mentioned that your family also had a history of cancer. So you said your grandmother had ovarian cancer?
Yeah, my grandmother had ovarian cancer at 27.
Wow.
My grandma had ovarian cancer at 27, and she had breast cancer. Then she just died March 4th of pancreatic cancer.
Oh, man. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. My mom.
That's the one that went with you? The grandma that went with you?
Yeah, that's my grandmother who fought with me through everything. And she was also battling pancreatic cancer at the same time I was battling breast cancer. So it was like, she was fighting, but I was fighting. So like we was pulling off each other's strength through everything. And I just lost her. Oh God.
Yeah.
No,
you're
no,
fine.
no, no.
I just lost her March 4th. So it's hard. I lost my mom to breast cancer. She had breast cancer, but I think it came back and she didn't want to do no more treatments, no nothing. And she had a heart attack in her sleep. My aunt, she had breast cancer. She didn't get her boobs removed or nothing like that. And it went to her bone, died.
So with you talking
young-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you obviously named quite a few close relatives of you, or and how did it come about that you wanted to go get checked, or was it something that just didn't feel right, or you just said I need to go get checked because my history?
No, actually, I got tested for the BRCA gene because it was so high in my family. So my grandma's doctor, he recommended I get tested for the BRCA gene, and once I got tested for it, it came back that it was positive. And I had found that out before I had my son. And they did say that I had a high risk of getting cancer if I got pregnant. But when you're young and you're out there in the world, you never think that it will happen to you.
Yeah.
So I took it as a joke, like, okay, whatever, I got a gene, whatever, it's never going to happen to me.
Not
And
only that, but you feel like you have to live your life too. Like you can't live with that fear of, I don't want, I'm not going to have a kid because I may get cancer. What if I don't? I want, like it's hard.
Yeah, it's definitely hard because I never thought about when they had told me, I was like, okay, it's nothing. But then I always had a lump in my left breast. And that was a lump that everybody was so worried about. But that was a lump that was a fibroid cyst. The lump in my right breast was the one that came out to be cancerous.
Yeah, and then at that point, you had to start, undergoing, your treatments and everything like that. So what was life socially like for you when you started undergoing treatments? Like, do you feel like you had the support of, family members and friends? Do you feel like, the support really wasn't there? What, if it wasn't there, what would have made you feel like, I would have rather this, or I would have appreciated if somebody did this for me?
My family was very supportive. I can definitely say different reactions. I had a lot of, I had a lot of more social as far as like on the phone or whatever. But as far as my friends like coming into town and being here for me, it was very rare. It was very limited. And I can't say if my friends from Orlando who I was in that entertainment life with, because we was friends, you know what I'm saying? If they was more, I could say, here, instead of just the phone calls and text messages like that, I think it would be a little bit different.
So you feel like their presence over maybe an occasional text message or phone call to just check on you, like somebody physically being there with you?
Yeah, definitely.
How was it like for your treatments? Did you have family go with you, or did you go to those by yourself?
I had my grandma. She was at every treatment with me. My grandmother was at every single one.
That's what's up.
Just her, because they only allowed one person to go. So she sat there as long as I had to do the treatment. She was there with me.
That's awesome.
So you speak about treatment, and I've never understood the pain level associated with chemotherapy. Can you like scale that for us on a level of 1 to 10, like how painful chemo is?
How can I say it? It's not really, it's more the after you get the chemo. Like with me, I was very nauseous. I had, excuse my mouth, I had diarrhea real bad. I lost weight. So it's like you constantly, you're sick for like a whole week almost. I had chemo on a Monday. By Wednesday, I was guaranteed to be sick. From Wednesday all the way till about Sunday or Monday. And I'm good for those little couple of days. And then I had treatment again. So by the time I was ever able to feel better, it was time for another treatment. So chemo was the worst. Like I wouldn't want to do that ever again. I wouldn't wish that on the person. You have no control over your body. You can't eat. You can't drink. You can't sleep. Like it's a constant stomach ache to like the blood power that you can't get rid of. Nothing gets rid of it. They give you nausea medicine after nausea medicine, but none of the nausea medicine help. Like it helps for maybe 2-3 hours, but
Hurts after.
it don't help you at all. So it's nothing good.
And when we talk about like, you know, you going through that aspect of your life, how was it like dating again after, like you said, you've lost your breasts, you had to get them removed due to breast cancer? Is it something that you're self-conscious about? Like, how does that affect you on that aspect?
To be honest, I really don't care.
Okay.
Nice. Good job.
I just feel like I let them know off rip. I'm like, I ain't got no nipples. I have my nipples. And this is what it is. And a lot of times they accept it. And sometimes I feel like I kind of feel like sometimes I could run them off with my situation, because I feel like a lot of people don't know how to react to a woman who has been through this experience. Like, so they don't know how to really be there for me when I tell them about it. They be like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, we deal with it. But then when it comes down to actually dealing with it, they can't deal with it.
So how far along in the dating process do you tell that other person that, hey, I have breast cancer, or I had breast cancer?
When they ask me, tell me about yourself.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
right off rip, you let it. That's cool. Because a lot of people, I would imagine, would feel some type of way. Do you feel like it took you some time to like get comfortable with that idea? Or do you feel like that was something that you mentally had prepared for? Like, okay, this is my reality and I'm going to accept it. I'm going to be cool with it. Or do you feel like that's something that you struggled with to get to that point where you're like, yo, I'm more accepting of myself?
Yeah. I'm just not getting to that point. Just not getting there. Because before I had my breasts, I thought I was a monster. Like, I didn't like the way I looked.
You're so pretty.
Like, thank you. But now I accept it. Like, I still have my days where I just look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I'm ugly. Like, I'm scarred up. I never felt like this about myself. Like, I'm a pretty girl on the outside, but deep down,
it takes a toll.
It takes a toll. Like, you know, I'm only 32. I can never have kids again. And like, you know, when you think about getting married and everything like that, how do you tell your husband, oh, I can't have no more kids? Or, you know, it's just one of those things that you just have to learn how to deal with mentally, and it takes time. Like, it only been 2 years for me, so
right,
it's going to take me some time to get there. So I just try to stay pushing.
I know you spoke about, you know, people think, you know, or just stated that you beat it, you know, because all the things that you've gone through, but you stated there's still stuff that you have to do after the fact. What are some of those things that you still have to do to stay on top of it? Because I guess you're saying it could come back, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That it can. Not breast cancer, but another type of cancer. Or the fact that I had my breast reconstructed. My right breast was the cancer breast, and my left breast was good. So I still have breast tissue in my left breast. So I still have a possibility of getting breast cancer, but they had me on a pill called tamoxifen that I have to take for 5 years that's supposed to keep the cancer from coming back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a hormonal placement a little bit, because I can't take no estrogen because the cancer grows
Off of it, yeah.
Yeah, so I can't take no estrogen. So I take tamoxifen. And I also was on Herceptin, which was like a hormonal treatment that I had stopped, but I don't do that no more. So they really just have me on tamoxifen, and they keep me on like a PET scan where I go get my whole body scan, make sure I have no cancerous cells anywhere like that. I do that twice a year. I get my blood checked, you know, at least twice a year to make sure, you know, it's nothing in my blood, because I had to get a platelet transfusion and a magnesium transfusion due to me going through chemo. So I still go through things. I have lymphedema in my right arm. That's from me having the cancer spread to my lymph nodes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did radiation, and due to radiation, my thyroid is inflamed, and the radiation kind of like ate away the bottom of my gums a little bit. So like one of my tooth is like protruded up because of the radiation. But
So this is like, it takes a toll on you.
I go through menopause at 32.
Wow.
I'm hot right now talking to you.
About to say, the weather's gonna cool down a little bit.
I'm probably sweating like it's crazy. Like I'm sitting here talking to y'all and I'm sweating. I'm shaking at the same time. Like it's just crazy what my body going through right now. I'm talking to y'all.
I just want to tell you, man. I mean, I appreciate you telling your story with us and sharing it with our listeners. But you know, especially from you talking about, you know, you're obviously beautiful on the outside, and I would assume you're beautiful on the inside, man. You know, try to look at them scars as battle wounds. I know it sucks, but you know, you're still here. You still have your son. You know, there's great positivity. Hopefully, you know, this reaching out to certain people, maybe they'll go get checked. Maybe they can, you know, catch something before it gets too bad. So for that, man, I big you up, and you know, I nothing but blessings for your future for sure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But definitely, I would say women should get checked. Like, you know, you never know. Like, you never know. You can go get checked and find out it's stage 1. I'd rather women get checked and catch it early than wait like I did and it's too late.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy though that you got it so early because, you know, statistically speaking, a lot of the cases are in women who are older. So it just had to be one of those things where I'm assuming it was because of your genetics, you know, that it got passed down and that you had to experience something like that so early. When we talk about like aftercare, do you find yourself now, like even lifestyle wise, like I was sharing with you earlier, my mom got diagnosed with breast cancer, I would say 3 years ago now. And, you know, like I remember I had just gotten off a cruise with my kids, and my sister calls me and says, "Hey, mom wants us to come over. She wants to talk to us." And I'm like, all right. And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh God, what did I do now? Right? Like I'm always doing something. I'm in trouble. She wants to talk to me. So I remember all of us being in the kitchen and, you know, we're like, okay, what do you want to tell us? You know, when she just looked at all of us, my mom is the type of person, like she's so private. She never like wanted to put pictures if she wasn't feeling good or looking good. Like she just didn't want people knowing. So I remember my mom just coming into the kitchen and we were like, okay, what do you want to tell us? And she's like, so I went to the doctor, and like my mom, she's like into like, you know, she doesn't want to age. So she's all into like Botox and like all these stuff, you know? So I'm thinking to myself like, all right, what did you go to talk to the doctor about now? Right. So she's like, and I have breast cancer. And she starts laughing. And like, I immediately start crying. My sister, like everyone, like we're just all like bawling our eyes out. And she was like, you know, it's going to be okay. You know, I'm going to go to the doctor and everything like that. It wasn't to the point where she needed her breast removed. They were able to just remove the lump and save her breast. So that was, you know, that was good. But you mentioned that you're now on this pill for 5 years. And the pill is supposed to suppress the cancer from being able to spread. My mother was also put on similar medication, and she thought it was side effects to the medication, like stomach pain and things like that she was experiencing. And she just so happened to go to one of her follow-up treatments. She tells the doctor, hey, you know, my stomach feels a little bit funny, but I'm just thinking maybe that's a side effect. The doctor's like, well, let's be on the safe side. Let's go, you know, get you scanned or MRI, whatever the hell they did. My mother, in a matter of days, had a hysterectomy. They said that it had spread into her uterus, and they just gave her a hysterectomy, completely removed everything because they didn't want for it to even, you know, for them to even chance that it would go elsewhere. So I say that because I say all of that because now my mother, since, you know, thank God being cancer free, she's also just, you know, she started taking better care of herself. Like my mother was someone who, you know, and I think we all tend to do that, just get caught up in life. And, you know, like you said, we're young, we're drinking, we're chilling. We're not even thinking about taking care of our bodies like that, you know, and it wasn't until something like that happened to her that she started, you know, working out. She started, you know, a more holistic approach to life, you know, trying to use as much, you know, natural medicine as possible because of what you were describing earlier, how chemo can take like such a large toll on your body. Like it's not the actual therapy, but it's everything that comes with it, you know? Do you find yourself nowadays like working out, maybe eating a certain way, removing things? Like, I don't know if it works any differently because you're younger. You're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna live my life. But I just know that that's been something I've noticed with my mom. Like, just everything about her has changed. No?
Not me.
You're like, fuck it.
Yep.
All right, cool.
I be like, whatever. Like, I tried it a little bit. Like, after I really, really stopped my chemo, I tried, like, the natural eating. Like, my grandma had me doing it, but now I still eat my cheeseburgers, my oxtails, my gold.
Hey,
She said oxtails.
I eat everything.
What you know about oxtails?
I eat everything. I'm Jamaican and Bahamian.
That's what's up, man. Hey.
They love the island girls around here.
Well, I'm Jamaican too, so.
But yeah, like I still eat everything, but I need to eat more healthy. Like my doctor tell me all the time, like, you're getting too big. Like every time I go, I'm gaining like 10, 15 pounds, and I'm like, what is this coming from? But I'm like, my thyroid. I'm like, my thyroid inflamed. I like to eat. What you talking about? But I need to eat more healthier and work out, but I don't.
How is life with your son now? Like, do you still find yourself some days like just not having the energy, or you feel like I could keep up with him?
Oh God, I don't have it. I don't have the energy. Like, I don't have the energy, but he's so full of it. Like, he's such a happy kid. Even after everything we've been through, he's such a happy boy. I still play with him, but I do have my days. I'd be like, Lord, I'm tired. Like, is there certain things I can't do with them that I wish I can because of my arm pain? But other than that, we have our regular times. We have fun. We live life.
Do you feel like your son knows what's happened to you, or do you think that he's still too young to understand?
He definitely knows.
He definitely knows.
I'm sure that was rough.
He was there for everything. He went through everything with me. The only thing he didn't go to was my chemo treatments, but he was at every doctor's appointment, every surgery. He helped my grandma cut my hair when my hair fell out. He cut my hair off. He used to help me when I was sick. He used to help me to the bathroom. He used to hold my pants. And he's only 4.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
He remembers.
Well, I tell you what, he's gonna know how to treat women. That's for sure.
I know you were talking a little bit about some support that you got and that you might not have got. What's some advice you would give? Maybe somebody that has a friend that's dealing with breast cancer or any cancer in general. What's some advice that you might give them to help them? Maybe be a little bit more supportive or open for a friend of theirs.
Wow. I would definitely have to say be there physically as much as you can. Because even though you get your calls, your texts, being there for that person means more than anything, because you never know the last time that person's going to get a chance to see you because they're fighting. Like, and that's what hurt me more than anything. Like, definitely be there more physically. Be more supportive. Be more understanding. Even if the person do fight and beat it, still be understanding, because at the end of the day, you didn't have to go through what they went through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You didn't have to face some lonely nights when nobody can answer the phone and they're sick. I just say be there more and be very more understanding. Like, that would be my main number thing, is be there more physically than just texting and calling. Like, being there and seeing you is different. If I would have had that more, it probably would have been a different battle for me. It probably been totally different.
So you just mentioned being there physically is probably the most important thing a friend or family member can do with someone going through breast cancer. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. But were there times where you felt like, you didn't know if you were going to make it or not?
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely. And I would say that would be October 2016, before I had my last treatment. I got really, really sick. I went to the hospital, and the doctor told my grandmother if he wouldn't have brought me in, he would have signed my death certificate. The chemo had took over almost all my organs in my body.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Cause I wasn't pushing it out. And just to know that I wouldn't have been here today really, really scares me. Like, so yeah.
No,
Definitely.
that actually just hit home because I was in an event one time and I got stabbed, and the reason they said that I survived was because I'm a big guy. Because they showed me like maybe less than an inch or half an inch. They said you would have died because you would have just bleeding internally from all your organs being cut up. And I was like, when you said that, it kind of just brought me back to that time. So that really hits home. And, I think it's hard for some people to really understand that till it happens to them. And yeah, I'm still here, which, praise be to God. But, when you can look back and go, man, I might not be here, or I would have missed that, or I would have missed all this other stuff. It just makes you look at life a lot differently.
Yeah, it does. It made me look at life a lot differently. Sometimes, like, I feel like God gave me a second chance.
For sure. That's what's up.
Definitely, because, I have a son, so I felt like I fought for him.
Yeah.
I fought for him.
Kids will definitely bring it out of you. Because my daughter was like, I'm gonna become a doctor so that I can take care of mom, so that she doesn't have to be sick anymore. I mean, it's really a family effort, and I've had also the privilege of meeting people along the way with similar stories, and I remember. My mother-in-law passed away ultimately of bone cancer because it was just too aggressive and it spread. But you're absolutely right. Like, it can literally be, you can get people checking up on you, but when you have somebody actually stop by, somebody to just do something simple like brush your hair, help you, make something to eat, like somebody to bring you back into reality. Like, I'm not human. I'm not stuck on this hospital bed, or I'm not stuck in this predicament. Like, something that makes you feel more grounded. It makes sense why that would be much more important and valuable.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I did have, visitors or whatever, but a lot of the people was people that I wouldn't expect to be there. Like, a lot of people was people I met while fighting cancer. Like, that was a crazy part. People that I thought wasn't going to be there for me was the ones that was there for me more than the people that I was with before I got sick. So it just makes you look at everything differently, like everything.
Right. Well, I want to thank you so much for calling in and being a part of this episode with us. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And anytime you want to get something off your chest, you just let us know. We got you.
All right.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Have a good one.
Good night.
Sure.
You too. Bye.
Well, damn, man, that's, thinking about people's journeys, and I think sometimes that's just, a selfish thing that we do when it doesn't affect us, or it's not immediate family. So, my last words, I think, off this situation would be, just make sure you let the people know that you love them. And, if you know somebody dealing through this, like she said, go show up. It wasn't the same situation, but I had a friend that was away and I never went to go see them during their time. And I communicated, but I wasn't there. And her harping on that was like, just brought me back to that situation. Like, now, I mean, I knew what they felt and I knew why they still are bothered to this day, because I'm a day one for them, you know what I mean? And for me not to take the time to go, just go show love, So, I mean, I think that's what she got out of, or gave to me, from that, other than her story. But yeah, that's...
For sure. It definitely, means a lot to them. And sometimes, we can be selfish. That's the flip side of it, that I think they don't realize, or even if they do realize, I don't think that it's an excuse, but it's like, if I know that you're my peoples and I know you to be a certain way, I want to remember you that way. I don't want to see you, hurting and going through this process because it hurts me, because I care about you. So I know, like, for my, my mother-in-law, like, my ex could not be there. Like, I had to step up. And I remember I saw her take her last breaths.
Yeah.
And it was hard to see that. But it was one of those things where it was like, I wouldn't have had it any other way, because had she passed away alone, I would have felt like shit. Well,
it's crazy that you said that, because my wife, she has this longtime family friend, and she's pretty much on her dying bed right now. And they just found out like a day ago. And when I tell you, this lady is like, here's the thing people have to understand, especially for colored people, and I'm still colored, even half of me, but obviously my wife's white, and where my wife is from in Idaho is like the only people that are there besides white people are
Native Americans.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's a little casino in her hometown. That's it. Like, even from when I get off in Washington and drive all the way up to where she's from in Idaho, I didn't see a lick of a black person the first time. As it progressively got better. But when this lady met me, bro, she was down here, the family was down here, but she was the most genuine person that met me. And I don't know why I take this, but when white people do that, it kind of just plays something for me, because sometimes you see so much hate from that race at times that when you see somebody that doesn't know you, they just know that you're making the person they love happy and they fuck with you from that. That was dope, right? But the reason I'm telling you this is because my wife found out, and so my wife asked her mom, which lives in the same city, to go take her a yellow rose, which is a signature of my wife. And they were saying that she did not communicate at all. She was on her bed, etc. Like nothing. We're getting ready for D-Day. Her mom goes in, and her mom, just as bubbly as always, goes in and just like she would always do if nothing was wrong. Her eyes open, and she communicated. So I get where you're coming from, Posh, but I think about it as, that might have been one of the last things that they got to enjoy before they said goodbye too. So I think it plays out both ways, because at the end of the day, yes, you're right. We don't want to remember them in that light, but we also might be giving them a little something before they go as well. So I think it's two-sided, but I definitely get where you're coming from, because I've seen that, especially with my wife and her grandma. She was the same way. She didn't want to see it, but it's kind of what you have to do with the people that you love. So
yeah, for sure.
Once again, we appreciate that she shared her story. We wanted to get we wanted to get that out there. We wanted to get somebody's story. I know we've been a little serious the last 2 weeks. I promise we're getting back to some raw shit soon.
So
but
some of the fuckery.
We wanted to, just get back, and we wanted people to hear people's story. It's not always shits and giggles every day.
Right.
Sometimes there's some serious shit that needs to be taken care of, and there's not always comedy around it. So, but we appreciate.
Of course. No, but seriously though, next week, MJ's dildo fiasco is going to be on the screen, so you may want to come out to the live show. I'm just saying. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.
Welcome to the RawXChange, where we say what the fuck we feel.